Just co-sign the loan, Jake. My parents kept saying. She's your sister. She needs your help. 4 months later, the first missed payment showed up. Then another. Then I saw her Instagram post. Drink in hand, smiling with the caption "Work hard, play hard." That's when I knew what was really going on. I just need a co-signer, that's all, Sarah had told me earlier. Her voice was sweet. Too sweet. The kind of voice she used when she wanted something. I leaned back in my chair, crossing my arms. Why do you need me? Sarah rolled her eyes. Because my credit's bad, okay? But I've got a plan. It's not some random thing. Right, I said. Jake. Mom interrupted, her voice sharp. This is your sister's chance. She's trying to build a future. By taking a car loan she can't afford? I asked. Dad banged his coffee mug on the table. Watch your tone. Here we go, I thought. Sarah pressed her hands together like she was praying. I'm going to drive for a rideshare company full-time. It pays well. I looked into it. Did you? I asked. Because if you really did your research, you'd know taking a car loan when you already have credit card debt is a bad idea. Jake, Mom sighed. You're being dramatic. No, I'm being realistic, I replied. Sarah groaned. Why do you always do this? You act like I don't know anything. I ran a hand through my hair, trying to stay calm. It's not that, Sarah. You're not clueless. You're just reckless. Her face twisted with anger. You never believe in me. Seriously. I snapped. This isn't about belief. It's simple math. Do you even know how much the monthly payment is? Yes, Jake, I do, she said, annoyed. And I'll be making double that every month. I looked at Mom and Dad, hoping for some common sense. Instead, Mom gave me that tight, annoyed look. Dad crossed his arms, waiting for me to give in. Jake, she's your sister, Mom said. Family helps each other. I laughed bitterly. Family helps each other, not leaves them stuck with bills. Sarah gasped. You think I'd do that? Yes, I said simply. Mom frowned. Jake. Dad let out a long breath. You have a good job. This won't hurt you. But it means everything to your sister. It will hurt me, I replied. If she doesn't pay, they come after me. My credit, my paycheck. Sarah rolled her eyes. You act like I can't hold a job. I raised an eyebrow. Well. Sarah threw a pillow at me. Sarah, Mom scolded. Sarah threw her hands up. He's being a jerk. Dad rubbed his forehead. Enough. Jake, this isn't just about her. It's about family. We believe in her. We want you to believe in her too. I took a deep breath and looked away. I knew how this would end. I could argue, or just sign the papers. Sarah slid the contract toward me, her voice softer now. Please, Jake. Just this once. My gut screamed, don't do it, but I picked up the pen anyway. Sarah made it exactly 4 months. At first she was excited. Jake, I made $250 in one night, she texted. Told you this was a good idea. For a while she worked hard. Early mornings, late nights, even saying no to plans. And honestly, I started thinking maybe I was wrong. Maybe she'd finally stick to something. Then came the excuses. I needed a mental health break. Driving all day is exhausting. Some guy puked in my car. Now I need to clean it. There goes my whole day's pay. I was going to work this weekend, but Ashley got free tickets to Miami. I needed this trip. Jake, you just don't get it. Oh, I got it. I really got it when the first late payment notice came. To me. Then the second. And when I saw her Instagram photo of her relaxing on a beach, drink in hand, captioned "Work hard, play harder" with palm tree and sparkle emojis, I understood everything. I called her. No answer. I called again. Straight to voicemail. So I texted, Sarah, where's the car payment? 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then finally, killed it. I'm handling it. I took a deep breath. Define handling it, I replied. Nothing. Fine. If she wouldn't talk to me, I'd go to Mom. Hey, Jake. Mom answered happily. How's my favorite son? I'm your only son, Mom. Where's Sarah? Oh, she's out with friends. Why? She missed her last 2 car payments. Silence. Then Mom said quietly, oh. I rubbed my temples. Oh. That's it. She's been under a lot of stress, Jake. This job's been tough on her. She hasn't worked for a month, Mom. She quit. She didn't quit. He's just taking a break. It was hurting her mental health. Did Sarah tell the bank about her mental health, Mom? Because they don't care. They care about getting paid. Mom sighed. Jake, you make good money. Can't you just cover her payments for a little while? She'll figure it out soon. I laughed. Wow. I knew this was coming. Jake. No, really. I should have bet money on how long it would take before you all asked me to just pay for it. Don't be so dramatic. I held the phone tighter. Dramatic? Mom, I co-signed that loan to help. Not so I'd be the one paying while you and Dad sit back ignoring it. Watch your tone. No, you need to look at who you're defending. Sarah took the loan, promised to handle it, and now she's blowing the money on drinks and vacations. She's trying, Jake. No, she's not, I said. She stopped trying as soon as she realized no one would stop her. And you're letting her do it. Mom sighed again. I'll talk to her, okay? But you need to be patient. She's still figuring life out. I clenched my jaw. Mom, she's 27. When is she going to figure it out? After I'm broke. Jake. I was done. Tell her she has 1 week to fix this. 1 week. But I'll fix it myself. What does that mean? You'll find out. I hung up. Sarah wanted to play games? Fine. I'd end them. She didn't make a single payment. Not in a week. Not in 2. Not all month. But she did post a new Instagram photo. Self-care weekend. A drink in hand. Sun shining. Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself. 2 hearts. Hashtag work hard, play hard. I stared at my phone, my hand curling into a fist. Then an email from the bank popped up. Final notice. Your account is behind. Take action now. That was it. I was done. I called Sarah. She answered on the 4th ring, her voice fake sweet. Jakey. What's up? I clenched my teeth. Where's the money, Sarah? She paused. Then sighed loudly. Jake, really? Why are you ruining my day? I laughed, short and bitter. Your day. The bank just sent me a final notice. Do you even know what that means? Oh my God, calm down. I told you I'm handling it. I rubbed my face, trying not to explode. When are you handling it? Because from your Instagram, it looks like you're handling beach drinks, not bills. Kiss, Jake. I needed a break. I've been so stressed. Stressed? You quit your job. What are you even stressed about? You don't get it. I've been going through stuff, okay? Oh yeah. So have I. Like watching my credit crash because my little sister would rather party than work. Wow, Jake. Real nice. You're such a pain. No, Sarah. I'm an idiot for trusting you. She was quiet for a second, then her voice turned cold. Well, guess what? You signed the contract. It's your problem now. I squeezed the phone so tight my hand hurt. You're right, Sarah. It is my problem. But I'm about to fix it. What does that mean? She snapped. I didn't answer. I hung up and called the bank. The next step. I spent the next hour talking to the loan officer. I could try to lower the payments, but Sarah had ignored all their calls. I could pay it all off, but forget that. There was only one option left. Repossession. I checked the contract. As the co-signer, I could take the car back if she missed payments. Only problem? Sarah wasn't going to hand over the keys. I had to get smart. The plan. I knew Sarah's routine, thanks to her posts. Every Friday night she went out. That was my chance. Called my friend Eric. He worked in towing. You serious? He asked after I explained. Dead serious. Eric laughed. Remind me not to mess with you. Send me the location. I'll be there at 10:45 p.m. I parked outside her favorite club, blending in with all the other cars. Sure enough, there it was, her shiny new car. The one she hadn't been paying for. Eric's tow truck pulled up behind me. You sure you want to do this? He asked. I let out a breath. Yeah. Let's do it. It only took a few minutes to hook up the car. Just as we finished, I heard a loud, angry voice. What the heck? I turned. Sarah was storming out of the club, heels clicking, face red with rage. Mom and Dad were right behind her. Great. The blow-up. Sarah charged at me, shoving my chest. Are you crazy? What are you doing? I didn't even move. Cleaning up your mess. She looked shocked. You're stealing my car. No, I said calmly. I'm taking my car. The one I co-signed for. The one you stopped paying for. Dad stepped forward, his voice low. Jake, let's talk. I crossed my arms. Now you want to talk? Mom's voice shook. Honey, please. This isn't necessary. We can work this out as a family. I let out a sharp, dry laugh. Oh, now we're a family? Where was that energy when you told me to cover the payments while Sarah partied? Sarah's face turned bright red. I needed a break. You have no idea what I've been dealing with. Oh, I know exactly what you've been dealing with, I said. Fancy brunches. Expensive drinks. Trips you couldn't afford. She stomped her foot like a child. You're ruining my life. I stepped closer, lowering my voice. No, Sarah. You did that yourself. She looked at Mom and Dad near tears. You're just going to let him do this? Mom. Mom looked at me begging. Big sweetheart, please. She's trying. No, she's not, I snapped. She gave up the minute she realized no one would stop her. And I'm done being the safety net. Sarah turned to Eric, hands on her hips. You can't do this. I'll call the cops. Eric smirked. Go ahead. They'll tell you what I'm telling you, it's legal. Your brother's name is on the loan. He has every right. Sarah's mouth opened and closed like she couldn't think of what to say. Dad clenched his fists. Jake, stop this. I stared him down. Or what? You'll cut me off. I nodded toward the car. Hate to break it to you, Dad, but I've been paying my own bills for years. The only one who needs you is her. Silence. Sarah's breath hitched. We're done, I said, my voice cold. At least now I'm not stuck fixing your mess. Eric nodded. We good. I turned away from them and waved my hand. Yeah. We're good. The tow truck pulled away. Sarah's angry screams faded behind me. I didn't look back. The quiet after the storm. No angry calls. No texts. No fake apologies from Sarah. Just silence. For the first time in months, I wasn't waking up to bank notices or late payment warnings. The car was gone. The loan was settled. Sarah's money problems? No longer mine. But I was wrong to think it was over. 3 days later, Mom showed up at my apartment. The guilt trip. Before I could say a word, she pushed past me, her purse swinging wildly. What is wrong with you, Jake? I sighed. Good to see you too, Mom. She spun around, eyes flashing. Don't joke. Your sister's a wreck. She's crying she can't eat. You stole her car. I leaned against the wall, arms crossed. You mean the car I co-signed for? The one she refused to pay for? That car. Mom lowered her voice like she was about to say something wise. Family doesn't do this to each other. I laughed. Really? 'Cause it feels like family doesn't dump their problems on me while they're off on vacations. Mom's face twitched, but she kept going. She was trying. You humiliated her. You embarrassed us. Your father is furious. I stared at her. And what do you expect me to do? Buy her a new car? Pay her debts? What? She hesitated. Well, your father and I were thinking, since you're doing well financially. I laughed so hard I had to lean over. Oh my God. You actually came to beg for money. Mom straightened, offended. It's not like that. It is like that, I said. You're here because Sarah messed up and you need me to clean it up, again. Her lip trembled, but I stayed firm. I was done. Mom tried one more time. Sweetheart, please. We're family. I met her eyes, calm. Then start acting like it. She blinked, and for the first time I saw it. She knew I wasn't giving in this time. No fixing. No saving. No sacrifices. Just me. Mom grabbed her purse, lips tight. Fine. She walked to the door. If that's how you want it, don't come to us when you need help. I let out a slow breath. Funny thing, Mom. I never have. She stiffened, didn't turn around, and left. The fallout. The messages started soon after. That you went too far. Fix this. Sir, I hate you. I hope you rot. Some random cousin I hadn't talked to in years. Bro, heard you wrecked your family. Harsh. I ignored them all. The old me, the one who always fixed everything, would have argued, explained, begged. But I didn't owe them anything. I went to work. Hung out with friends. Actually enjoyed life, without waiting for the next disaster. Then a week later, Sarah finally hit rock bottom. The desperate call. Sarah called me at 2 a.m. I almost didn't answer. But I did. I expected yelling. Instead, she was crying. Jake. Her voice was shaky. I don't know what to do. I sat up. What happened? He sniffled. I can't get to work. I lost my apartment. They kicked me out. I closed my eyes. Of course. Mom and Dad won't let me stay, she whispered. They said I need to grow up. I nearly laughed at how ironic that was. So, Mom and Dad, who made me the bad guy for months, suddenly care about responsibility now that it's their problem. Sarah whimpered. Hey, please. I'll do better this time. Just let me stay for a while. I stayed quiet, letting her words hang there. She thought I'd say yes. I always had before. But this time I thought about all the times I cleaned up her messes. All the times I bailed her out. And how it never changed anything. Then I thought about my own peace. My own future. And I made a choice. No, Sarah. There was silence. Then shock in her voice. Wait, what? I said no. I sounded calm. Thought. She gave a nervous little laugh like she thought I was joking. Hey, come on. I have nothing right now. I leaned back against the pillows. My voice stayed calm. Maybe you should have thought about that before you blew every chance you had. Jake. I cut her off. I hope you figure it out. But you're not my problem anymore. And for the first time ever, I hung up on her. The change. The next day I blocked her number. Dad sent me one last message. This is on you. I didn't even reply. For the first time, it wasn't on me at all. 6 months later, I stood in my own apartment. A real home. Not a place filled with stress and family drama. No texts asking for money. No guilt trips. No calls with excuses. Just peace and quiet. The final attempt. It had been months since I heard from Sarah. She vanished from social media. She stopped calling. And for the first time in years, her problems weren't my responsibility. Then one evening I got a text from an unknown number. Jake, I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear from, but can we talk? I stared at the message. Part of me wanted to delete it. But another part, I was curious. Had she actually changed? Against my better judgment, I replied. Me. What do you want, Sarah? Her answer came quickly. I need to see you. Please. The coffee shop meeting. I picked a neutral place, a public cafe. Somewhere she couldn't throw a tantrum. When she walked in, I barely recognized her. She looked tired. Worn out. Her hair was messy. No designer clothes. No smug smile. She sat down quietly, stirring her untouched coffee. Thanks for meeting me, she mumbled. I crossed my arms. Get to the point, Sarah. She winced but nodded. I've been working. At a diner. That caught me off guard. You. Working. She gave a small hollow laugh. Yeah, when no one's there to save you, you have to grow up. I stayed quiet. She sighed. Jake, I'm not here to ask for money. I swear. I wanted to tell you that you were right. About everything. I raised an eyebrow. Really? She looked down at her hands, fidgeting. I spent my whole life thinking someone would fix my problems. But when you cut me off, I had nothing. No backup plan. No one to lean on. Just me. Her voice cracked. I hated you for it at first, she admitted. I thought you were cruel. But now, I get it. I sat there listening. This was the first time Sarah had ever admitted being wrong. I wasn't sure what to say. So, what now? Finally asked. She took a shaky breath. I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm not asking you to forgive me overnight. I just wanted you to know I see it now. And I'm sorry. I watched her looking for a lie. But for the first time in forever I believed her. I nodded slowly. Good. You should be. She gave a small, tired smile. Yeah. Moving forward. Sarah and I didn't magically become close again. But when I walked out of that coffee shop, I felt lighter. For the first time I wasn't carrying her mess on my back. I had finally let go. And that was freedom.